I would like to talk a little bit about those weeks. Unfortunately, those weeks before Tisha B'Av are days that you have to be very, very careful from traveling, swimming, even if we can avoid operations, surgery, or to attack somebody, law, judgments. They are bad days. And I was thinking, why those days are bad? Only because Beit HaMikdash was destroyed? I would like just to tell you something. When I lose a father or a mother, we lose somebody very, very close. We do avilut, we mourn the death, but we don't say there are bad days. We don't say there are bad days. I mean, they are not so bad as the days of those 9 days of Tisha B'Av. It's incredible. Why those days of Tisha B'Av? Only because the HaMikdash was destroyed. So they are bad. They're so bad, more bad than when somebody loses his father or mother. And I was thinking that Jeremiah, the prophet Jeremiah, he said, "Nehapisa derachenu." We have to search. We have to find out where is the problem. Why Beit HaMikdash was destroyed? I mean, I think my question is the question of Jeremiah, the prophet, is the question of all the tzaddikim, all the rabbis. What happened? Why the Beit HaMikdash was destroyed? We have to make not only research, but we have to do investigations. Why? Why this happened? And why this is so hard that it's more important those days of mourning the temple, the destruction of the temple, than any kind of mourning, any kind of avilut. Why it's so important? And the answer is, על מה חרבה ירושלים על עוזבם תורתי. The answer is why Yerushalayim was destroyed, why we have to mourn more than anything else, because the Beit HaMikdash was destroyed. The Beit HaMikdash is the house of Hashem. The Beit HaMikdash is the place where all the Jews used to connect themselves with Hashem, used to meet. עומדות רגלינו בשערי ירושלים. 3 times a year, they used to come to Yerushalayim to see the presence of Hashem. Whenever they needed to bring a sacrifice to the Beit HaMikdash for any sin that they did, that Hashem can forgive them, they used to come to the Beit HaMikdash. And that today we miss. You lose a father, you lose a close friend, you lose a rabbi, you lose a mother, you lose somebody. After 1 year, forget. I lost my father, I lost some of my rabbis. I was very sad, but after, this is life, we forget. But Beit HaMikdash can never forget. We can never forget. And that way, Beit HaMikdash is not only my house, is the house of all Jews, is the house of Hashem. It's the palace of Hashem. I mean, it's the palace of our King. It's not, I mean, look today, how much anti-Semitism there is in the world today, only because we are Jewish. Look today the problems there are in the world. Everybody is accusing the Jews. The Jews in France, or the Jews in England, or the Jews wherever they are not fighting in Israel, and when they look at them, they attack them. I mean, how many times they called me bloody Jew? A lot of times. They look at me like I was a killer, like I did something, and I did nothing. But I understand them. It's not their fault, maybe it's my fault. What is my fault? Maybe I need to do a good teshuvah. Maybe I have to come back to Hashem. Maybe as long as we are far away from Hashem, we have to suffer. I don't want to accuse nobody. I am a man of peace. I am a man of shalom. I pray every day to Hashem, please Hashem, bring peace to the world, bring peace in the Middle East, bring peace among people. I am Jewish. I was born in Morocco. Thanks God. In Morocco we never had a problem with Arabs there. Baruch Hashem, they like us, we've been really, well, sometimes there is tension like everywhere, but attention for maybe 1 hour, 2 hours, then after it's finished. So today, unfortunately, you see, we have something. We miss the presence of Hashem, the Beit HaMikdash. But why the Beit HaMikdash was destroyed? The answer is because we did not study Torah. Now you understand. Now we understand that the Torah was the cause why the Beit HaMikdash was destroyed. Now I understand why those days, excuse me to tell you this, you know there is a Gemara said, Torah Magina Matsuli. The Torah it protects. The Torah protects you. It's a Torah Magina Matsuli. You study the Torah protects you. You do mitzvot, Baruch Hashem. Through the mitzvot, you are protected. And Yirmiyah Navi was asking, why this happened? Why the Beit HaMikdash was destroyed? Why the mourning? Why to mourn the destruction of the Beit HaMikdash is more than to mourn the death of a father or mother? Why? The answer is Torah. We lost our contact with Hashem. When you lose contact with Hashem, when there is no Torah, you lose the contact with Hashem. When you are lost, it's very, very dangerous. And because we lost contact with Hashem, because there was no Torah and mitzvot, so the Beit HaMikdash was destroyed. So now we understand why every year that the Beit HaMikdash is not built, there is a problem. It's like today, the Beit HaMikdash, I said on Saturday, every second it's a destruction of the Beit HaMikdash. Every second. Because each second that the Beit HaMikdash is not built, it's like it was destroyed. That means we leave the destruction of the Beit HaMikdash non-stop. It's a non-stop destruction of the Beit HaMikdash because it's not built yet. You see, when you live, you breathe. So every second that you breathe, you are living. God forbid, the second that you don't breathe, it's a beginning of a death. There was a lady who told me that her husband, he died on her arms. He lost his breath. He couldn't breathe. And he was struggling. He was struggling for a few minutes, and then he died. You see, my friend, the Beit HaMikdash was destroyed because there was no Torah. And that's why the Torah is the connection with the Jew, with Hashem. And when there is no Torah, it's a problem. It's a big problem. And that's why you lose your father, you forget about 1 year. But here, there is no. Here, it's the Mikdash, we know it's going to be here. It's like, we say that when somebody is missing, it's more than if he's dead. If he's dead, we buried him, we know he died. That's it. But if he's missing, where is? So we cannot forget somebody that is missing. It's impossible. Oh, so you will mourn all the time the one who is missing. Where is it? When it's gonna come? Where? So Beit HaMikdash, we know Beit HaMikdash, it's missing. Because it's not finished, because we know that the Beit HaMikdash is going to come back again. Mashiach is going to come back. We're going to build Beit HaMikdash again. So the more that the Beit HaMikdash is not here, so he's missing, because he's missing. Where is going to come? When? So that's why we suffer more than if we know that there's not going to be a Beit HaMikdash. But now we know there's going to be a Beit HaMikdash, but when? This is the problem. That's why we're more the destruction of Beit HaMikdash than anything else. So the more that the Beit HaMikdash is not here, that means that we did not repair the cause why the Beit HaMikdash was destroyed. And that's proof that our connection with Hashem is not with 100%. And that proof that our Torah, it's not the proper way. And we need to repair it. And we need. My friend, the parasha of last Masei, there we talk about the heritage that Hashem will give to the Bnei Israel, Eretz Israel as a heritage. Hashem will give us Eretz Israel He give it to Abraham, Yitzhak, Yaakov, then it's our heritage. Okay? And that was the parasha Masei. It's a beautiful parasha. And there, the Torah talk about the girls of Tzlofhad, that they got married, and they had a pact of heritage in the Eretz Israel, because the father has no children, so they went to Moshe Rabbeinu, and they said to Moshe Rabbeinu, our father had no children, no boys, and we know it's the boys who get the heritage, but now, what about our father? His name is going to be lost. So please, Moshe, ask Hashem to give us a heritage in Eretz Israel on the name of our father, so we can always keep the name of our father alive. It's very important. So Hashem said to Moshe, tell them they're right. They will have a portion of Eretz Israel as a heritage of the name of their father. So it's beautiful. So they got married, and so I was thinking, always this parasha of heritage, the heritage that Hashem give to Eretz Israel, the land of Israel that Hashem give to the Jews as heritage, it's always with this parasha. It's always near Tisha B'Av. And you know Tisha B'Av, Devarim, the parasha of this week, is Devarim. And the parasha of next week, it's Vayet Hanan. And those parashiyot, they talk about the destruction of Beit HaMikdash. There is some allusion. Echa. How? Jeremiah, the prophet Jeremiah, said, how Israel was destroyed, how? Impossible. I was in Auschwitz. When I saw Auschwitz, I saw what I saw, where they used to burn the Jews, where they used to do selection, the train, all those rooms. It was a disaster. I was shaking. I said, how, why? I was listening, I was hearing the voices of all those millions of deaf people. And I said, Hashem, why? And how? There were only few Nazis there. Hundreds of thousands of Jews. Why did it not do a revolution? I mean, I don't understand. There was a man there doing selection. There were only few Nazis. There were thousands of young men. Why they were afraid of them? I don't know. If I was there, I can't imagine myself that I have to let myself go like a ship to be killed and burned. I don't understand. How? What happened? Well, you see, my friend, this question has no answer. You can be Shimshon, you can be Hercules, you can be the man, the most stronger man in the world. But if Hashem, He wants to frighten you on nothing, you can be nobody, nothing. You can lose all your courage. Like a rich man that he invests money in a bad investment, he loses everything. Or like a poor man. You can be a very poor man, and with few dollars, you win the lotto and become billionaire. You see, Hashem, He can do anything. We think we are strong. We're not strong, we're very weak. Just we think we are strong. But if Hashem wants to make you weak, weak. If Hashem wants, He decides your future, Hashem. Like He decided that you come to this world, He can decide anything He wants. So now we understand that this is really, everyone who was here, you must understand that Moshe Rabbeinu alav hashalom, in the parasha of Devarim, in the parasha of Hanan, he was wondering, Echa, it's an illusion about how Moshe is talking, how can I be, Echa, it's hard for me to take care of the whole Jews. And Jeremiah, the prophet, said, how Israel was destroyed. How the Jews went to the exile. Moshe Rabbeinu said, how one enemy can go after thousands of Jewish? It's impossible. The Jews are very strong. Very strong. Strong army. One enemy is going to run after thousands of Jews, and the thousands of Jews are afraid. How? This is a big question. My friend, in one parasha we talk about heritage of Eretz Israel, and one parasha we talk about exile. Moshe Rabbeinu was only one. He used to hold the whole Jews. He was one, Moshe Rabbeinu. And he said to Jews, can you imagine? How Hashem may help me? Because how I can hold you, all of you? I can take care of all of you. How? It's Hashem. Before Moshe died, he talked to every Jew. When the baby was there, called Ish Israel. Vayelech Moshe in Parasha Vayelech. He went to each Jew and he talked to each Jew. He told them, hey, look, you learn Torah for me. I'm your rabbi. And I teach you Torah that Hashem give me. Don't forget. Torah tziva lanu Moshe. Urasha kilat Yaakov. How Moshe Rabbeinu did this? We don't know. Moshe Rabbeinu wrote 13 Sefrei Torah. in few minutes, in 1 hour. How he did it, we don't know, but he did it. Moshe Rabbeinu, he talked to the whole Jews, and all the Jews listened to him. I mean, without microphone, with nothing. How he did? Can you imagine 12 miles? The Jewish people, they were standing in 12 miles square. I mean, if I want to talk to a crowd of Jews, I mean, I'm limited. And even if I have a microphone, I am limited. Moshe Rabbeinu, with no microphone, with nothing, he speaks to millions of Jews. How did he listen to him? I don't know, but he did. So, my friend, in those parashiyot we talk about the heritage and about the exile. When Jews, what can we learn from here? When Jews, they follow the step of Hashem, Hashem give them heritage, give them Eretz Israel, Shefa, happiness, peace. The nations, they respect them. But when there is no Torah, and they have all what they want. They get all what they want. All this when there is Torah. But when there is no Torah, they lose everything. Exile, Eretz Israel. One enemy can go after 10,000 Jews. Like we saw in the Shoah, I saw pictures in the Shoah. I had a book. It's catastrophe. It makes you feel nothing. You see thousands of Jews guarded by few Nazis, and they were afraid of them, and they were making fun of them, and the Jews were incapable to do nothing. Incredible. I don't know what happened. But this is when you don't listen to the Torah. Now I understand why we mourn those days very strongly. You know why? Just to give you that a man happy that we can sit and think, that we can sit and do conscious think. Why this happened? Because we were not connected to Hashem, to the Torah, so we lost all this. Now that we have no Beit HaMikdash, still we are the loser. So we have to correct ourselves. The destruction of Beit HaMikdash, it rebuilds you. It gives you, because when you lose your father, finito, you lose it. It's finished. You will not come back again. But the Beit HaMikdash is the house. It's going to come back. And if the Beit HaMikdash come back, so there will be Tchiat HaMitim. Mashiach will come. Everything will be like when Hashem created the world, with no death. So that's why when you lose somebody, you know it's lost, that's it. But here we're not talking about losing somebody. Here we're missing something. There is a difference between losing and missing. Death and missing. When you die, you're under the ground, that's it. Now, the destruction of the Beit HaMikdash is not disappear, missing, no. It's not, it's not, that's it, it's finished, no. It's going to come back. And that's why, because it's not here, so the mourning is stronger. But we know, there is a solution. There is my friend, you know, the parasha of Devarim. It's incredible. Moshe Rabbeinu in parasha Devarim repeats all the mitzvot that Hashem gives to the Jews. And the parasha right Hanan, Moshe Rabbeinu, he reminds the Jews the Matan Torah. And Moshe Rabbeinu, Abba Shalom. Of course, there is a reason why he repeats. And why he reminds them the Matan Torah, when they receive the Torah. He wants just to make them understand that Hashem is going to give you Eretz Israel. Eretz Israel will stand, will remind, you will be reminded only when there is Eliyah Dvarim. When there is Torah, you repeat it, because Torah it's not only once in a while, but it's all the time. Eliyah Dvarim, all the time. Non stop, Yom V'Leila, day and night. Mitzvot is not only when you want. It's every day, all the time. Otherwise, it will be Vinoshantem, it will be a destruction. Then you will lose Eretz Israel. It's equitable. On one hand, we're talking about the heritage. On the other hand, when you lose the heritage of Eretz Israel. And Moshe Rabbeinu Alav Shalom, he reminds the Jews that the advice I give you is to repeat always, to study, like money. Money always you count. When you have a lot of money, you count them. Always you want to know if your money increase, how much profit you get. Always you want to invest, to have more. So the same with your religion, you have to increase your attachment to Hashem, to the Torah, to know more and more and more. To use the time, don't waste time. In America we say, time is money. Well, time is money, but when the time came to leave this world, your money remained here. But there is another solution. Time is Torah and mitzvot. When you lose, when the time comes that you have to pass away, the Torah and mitzvot, it's remained. Take them with you. Why the Mikdash was destroyed? Because they left the Torah behind. Al-Uzban Torati, they didn't want to study Torah. So they lost Eretz Israel. They lost Eretz Israel. My friend, I would like just to tell you something incredible. When Rabban Yohanan ben Zakkai, when he saw that the Romans, they were going to destroy the Beit HaMikdash, he was worried. He was worried that if the Romans come to Yerushalayim, they will kill everybody, they will destroy the Torah, and what's going to happen with the Jews? So, Rabbi Yohanan ben Zakkai, he decided that to go to the Roman and to talk to them, but there was a problem. There was a big problem. They would not let nobody go outside Eretz Israel. The soldiers there, they didn't want to do peace with the Roman. They will not let nobody, but as you know, there is a halacha, when somebody died in Yerushalayim, he's not allowed to be buried in Yerushalayim. They have to take him outside Yerushalayim. So Rabbi Yohanan ben Zakkai, he talked to his student, I want to go to talk to Aspasianus, the chief of the Roman, the chief army of the Roman, and I want to talk to him. Maybe Hashem will help me to seduce him, not to destroy the whole Torah, to leave a yeshiva. The Jews can study Torah there. So they told him, how are we going to get out from here? He said, I will make myself like a dead man. I will pray to Hashem that I will not move, and put me in a circle and they let me out. So that's what they did. They took Rabbi Hami Zakai and they put him in the circle, in a coffin, and they arrived to the gate of Yerushalayim. There, the bad people were there. What's this? Our rabbi died. We have to bury him outside. We want to see. We want to see the body. When they saw the body, and they wanted to push the body, and they took a knife. They wanted to make sure that he's dead. So they said, "You're not allowed to do that. He's a rabbi. He's dead. It's not kavod to touch with the knife, to push him to see if he's died or not died." So at the end, they let them out. Rabbi Hadi Zakai, he went to Aspasianus. So he was captured by the Romans. They saw a big rabbi. He told him, "Don't kill me. I have a message for the chief of the army." So they did not kill him. They took him to Aspasianus. And Aspasianus, he saw in front of him a rabbi, old man. He said, "Yes, what do you want?" He said, "Your Majesty, High Caesar." Aspasianus said, "What? You call me High Caesar?" Yes. He said, "Yes. I call you High Caesar because you are the king." So he said, "Why did you come here?" He said, "Well, I came to announce you that you are the king, and I wanted to ask you a favor. That's why he came." So Aspasianus, he told him, "You know, Rabbi, you sentence to death for two reasons. First, I'm not Julius Caesar, I'm not an emperor, I'm not a king, I'm just a soldier, a general in the army. And second, so why you call me king? My king is in Rome. And second, if you wanted to talk to me, why didn't you talk to me before? Why now? To ask me the favor." So the rabbi said, "I'm sorry. I know I'm not wrong, because the Beit HaMikdash, it cannot be destroyed through an ordinary army. It must be a king. So I know that it's you, the one who's going to destroy the Beit HaMikdash. So it's impossible that you are just a soldier. You can be only a king. You're going to receive. Don't kill me now. Wait a little bit. You can hold me if you want, as a prisoner. But you're going to hear, because at the time there was no texto, there was no telephone, there was nothing. You're going to hear news that the Senate of Rome, they decide that you will be the king. And why did not come to see you before? Because they are Rishaim. They would not let me. And I had to make myself a dead man to come to talk to you." So, the Aspasianus, he asked the soldiers who brought him, when he came from the gate of Jerusalem, were you in a coffin? He said, "Yes." And we saw that they put inside the coffin something that was smelling bad. So the people of Jerusalem, they would think that the body was getting rotten, no good. So they had to bring it out. And as I told you, because They are not allowed to do it, people in Yerushalayim. My friend, few days later, some message from Rome arrived, and they bring with them a letter to Aspasianus that the Senate of Rome decided that Aspasianus will be the emperor. So they told him they are waiting for him to come back to Rome and to let Titus carry on the fight against the Jews. But Aspasianus must come back, must go back to Rome. So Aspasianus, he saw that Rabbi Yochanan ben Zakkai, all what he said was right. So he called him. He said, I'm sorry, thank you for the good news. I see you are a tzaddik, you are a prophet, you saw what nobody see. You saw, because no one knew what happened in Senate. It's a secret. As long as I'm not there, nobody knows that I'm the king. So for security, and you knew it before everybody, before anybody. So now tell me, what do you want? Whatever you ask, I give it to you. He said, Majesty, I will not ask you not to destroy Beit HaMikdash, because I know that you will not listen to me, and I know it's finished. I know the reason why the Beit HaMikdash is going to be destroyed, because they don't study Torah, there is at Hinam, they hate each other, there is fight between them, they don't love each other, and it's finished. It's finished. When you don't respect Torah, you're not human being. So it's finished. That's why they're fighting you. And Hashem is not going to help them. So I ask you one thing. Give me Yavne. Yavne is a small city. There is their yeshiva. Don't kill those rabbis who study their Torah. Why Rabbi Yochanan ben Zakkai, he asked Yavne? He said, at least, if the Beit HaMikdash is destroyed, at least the rabbis will teach Torah to the Jews. If there is a halacha, if you do a sin, you have to bring a korban, a sacrifice. If there is now that there is no sacrifice, now there is no Beit HaMikdash, so you study Torah. Torah, with the zechut of the Torah, shall forgive you. So he said, give me Yavne. He said, okay, I accept. And then he asked him again, please, I ask you a favor, if you can send me some doctors for Rabbi Tzadok, because Rabbi Tzadok, it's already 40 years that he fasts, so the Beit HaMikdash will not be destroyed. If you can send me some doctors so they can give him some medicine to be well. And then he asked him again not to kill all the family of David HaMelech. That's what he asked Rabbi Yochanan ben Zakkai. When you see that, and that's what happened. Aspasianus, he gave the order to Titus, his son, when you destroy the Beit HaMikdash, don't touch Yavne. And don't destroy the family of David HaMelech, and bring doctors for Rabbi Tzadok. This is the story. So the question is about Rabbi Yochanan ben Zakkai, a big question. Bemet, it's a fabulous question. When Aspasianus asked him the question, why you came only now? What was his answer? Well, his answer was, because they did not let me, they will not let nobody to get out from Israel, from Yerushalayim. So, how did you arrive here? I made myself like I was dead man, and they put me in the coffin. So the question is, why the king, why Aspasenus he did not ask him, why you did not do this idea before? What you did now, that you made yourself deaf, and they let you out, why didn't you do that before? Why now? That question he did not ask him. Instead he accepted. What he did not accept is why you called me a king, why I'm not a king. And for that, he let him few days to see what's going to happen. If really nothing would happen, he would kill him. If Aspasenus would not be a king, if no one will come from Rome to announce that he's a king, he would kill him. But so he was waiting. Okay. But for the second thing, because Aspasenus, he told him, you sentenced to death for two reasons. Once, because you called me the king. The second, because you said you came to talk to me. Why can't you talk to me now? Why not before? So what he answered to him, because they did not let nobody get out. How did they get out now? Because you made yourself a dead man. Why didn't you make yourself a dead man before? That he did not ask. Why? My friend, this is a fabulous question. The answer is, there is no answer. The answer is, HaTorah Magina Matsoli. Sometimes there is a language that no one can understand it. The language of the Torah. The Torah protects. If the king Aspasenus would ask Rabbi Yochanan ben Zakkai, why did you came now? Why didn't you come before? Why didn't you do the idea that you did now to make yourself deaf? Why didn't you know it before? That kind of question he did not ask. Why he did not ask? Because there is no answer. Because if you would ask this question to Rabbi Yochanan ben Zakkai, Rabbi Yochanan ben Zakkai will have no answer for that, so he will get killed. Because this is the truth. Why you came now? Why didn't you come before? You know, sometimes we do teshuvah. We realize that we were wrong. The question is, why didn't you realize that you were wrong before? Why just now you realize that you're wrong? Hashem, you don't ask this. Because if I should ask you this, it's finished with you. You're finished. Because there is no answer. Why I just realize now that I am wrong? Why not before? Even before I knew that I was wrong. Only now I realize that I'm wrong. That's no good. From here we understand how much Hashem was good to Rabbi Yochanan ben Zakkai, how much his Torah protected him. Because Rabbi Yochanan ben Zakkai knew that we have to save something. We cannot save everything. It's impossible. At least let's save something. Let's save some rabbis. Let's save a yeshiva. From that yeshiva we'll build up the Torah again. There is no Beit HaMikdash, there is rabbis. The rabbis, each rabbi is a Beit HaMikdash. Each rabbi will go to a city. He will be the Beit HaMikdash of the city. He will teach the Jews. Look here in America, in Canada, in France, after the Shoah was finished. And Baruch Hashem, some rabbis come from Palan, Likud, Lubavitch, Satmar, Belz. All those rabbis, they came from all over. And Baruch Hashem, they built up the Judaism. We thought it was finished. We thought the Nazis killed the whole Jews. We thought it's finished. There is no Jews anymore. That's it. It's the end of the world. It's the end of the Judaism. Baruch Hashem. One rabbi came there. He built up the whole city. Another rabbi went there. he built all. That's what Rabbi Hanan decided. Aspasianus, he did not realize at that time that through Yavne, the whole world will rebuilt with Torah. He thought only one yeshiva, they will remain there, some old people, they will be there, then they'll die, and finished. He did not understand, he did not know. Those rabbis would teach some students, and some students, they will go somewhere else, they will teach to other students. And this is how the Torah is building. Rabbi Chaim ben Zakkai, when he came only for one reason. The Beit HaMikdash is going to be destroyed because there is no Torah. There is no Torah. There is no connection anymore through Jews with Hashem. Finished. At least it should not be finished forever. It's going to be only something that is going to disappear. And it's going to come back again. Through what? Through Torah. You lose something, you look after. You know it's here, but you don't know where. So you look for it. We know Meshmach is going to come. We know Beit HaMikdash is going to be. When? I don't know. So we look for it. We study Torah. We do mitzvot. And as long as it don't do the one, the money is very, very bad. We mourn. We mourn every second. Why Mashiach is not here? Why the Beit HaMikdash is not here? So Rabbi Chaim ben Zakkai, he went for only one reason. He took a big risk. He was a big tzaddik, he was a prophet. He saw Aspasianus is going to destroy Beit HaMikdash. He knew that's it. So he's the king. Because Beit HaMikdash is going to be destroyed in the hand of somebody, only in the hand of the king. And Titus was his son. After the death of Aspasianus, Titus became the emperor of Rome. So it was not choice, just to go with the help of Hashem, to save Torah. At least the Torah would remind. So we can, at least, that Aspasianus will not kill the whole rabbis, and then there is no hope anymore. At least we must keep something after this destruction of Beit HaMikdash. So he took the risk, he went to see Aspasianus. And he told him, Majesty, Majesty, when you came, I have to come to talk to you. Oh, you sentenced to death for tourism. You called me Majesty, and because you came to talk to me now. Why did you come to talk to me before? Because he did not get me out. How he did? I made myself a dead man. So why didn't do yourself a dead man before you come? Why you had this idea only now? That question he did not ask Aspasianus. If he would ask, he would kill the rabbi right away. Why he did not ask him? It was from Hashem, not to ask. And friend, I would like just to wish you Baruch Haba and I pray to Hashem that Mashiach will come soon. Amen.